On a quiet autumn morning in Colorado, a college campus slowly came to life. Students rushed to early lectures, coffee cups in hand, backpacks bounced on shoulders. Text messages buzzed. It was an ordinary day. Nothing about it felt unusual. Nothing about it suggested that by nightfall, one family's life would be permanently broken. Her name was Emily Carter. She was 21 years old. A junior at a state university, intelligent, kind, and deeply connected to nature. Friends said she had a calming presence, the type of person who listened more than she spoke. When stress built up, Emily didn't party or disappear into crowds. She went hiking. The outdoors was where she felt most like herself. That Friday, she planned to do exactly that. Just a short hike, just a few hours. She never came back. Emily grew up in a typical American household. Suburban streets, family dinners, weekend errands. She was close to her parents and especially protective of her younger brother. In high school, she excelled academically and developed a passion for environmental science. She wanted to protect wild spaces, not conquer them. At college, she lived with roommates, worked part-time, and planned her schedule carefully. She was responsible, she was cautious, she was not impulsive. Which is why her disappearance remains so deeply unsettling. On a Friday afternoon in early October, Emily told her roommate she was heading out for a hike. She had done this many times before. The hiking area was about 45 minutes from campus, near a mountain range popular with locals. It wasn't remote wilderness. It wasn't dangerous terrain. It was familiar. She packed lightly. A small backpack, a water bottle, her phone, her keys, no camping gear. No overnight supplies. She expected to be back before dark. Before leaving, she sent a text to her mother, going hiking for a bit. Talk later. That message would be the last confirmed communication Emily ever sent. When evening came and Emily didn't return, her roommate assumed she was delayed. Maybe traffic, maybe she stayed to watch the sunset. But as the hours passed, concern set in. By midnight, fear replaced patience. By morning, authorities were contacted. Local police began retracing Emily's steps. Campus security reviewed what little information they had. And by Sunday afternoon, they found her car. It was parked at a trailhead near the mountains. The engine was off, the doors were locked. Everything looked normal. Inside the car were her wallet, her identification, and personal belongings. There were no signs of a struggle, no broken windows, no blood. No indication that something had gone wrong. Emily was gone. Search teams were deployed immediately. Volunteers joined law enforcement. State police were brought in. The terrain was searched on foot, by air, and with trained canine units. The dogs were given Emily's scent. They tracked it from the car, down the trail, and into the forest. And then something strange happened. The scent didn't fade gradually. It didn't weaken. It didn't scatter. It stopped, completely, as if Emily had simply vanished. Experienced handlers admitted they had rarely seen anything like it. There was no clear reason why her trail would end so abruptly. Days passed, then weeks. Searches combed ravines, cliffs, and thick forest areas. Helicopters scanned from above. Volunteers covered miles of terrain. Nothing was found. No clothing, no backpack, no remains. As the search continued without results, theories began to surface. Some believed Emily had gotten lost. But the trail was clearly marked, and she was an experienced hiker. The weather that day was calm. There were no storms, no extreme temperatures, no reason she couldn't navigate back. Others suggested an accident, a fall, an injury, but search teams checked dangerous drop-offs and steep areas. There was no evidence she had fallen, no disturbed ground, no trace. Then there was the most disturbing theory. That someone else was involved, but there were no witnesses. No reports of screams, no tire marks, no signs of another vehicle near the trailhead. Nothing suggested a struggle had taken place. Investigators noted something that still troubles people today. Emily's car was parked neatly within the lines. Not rushed, not careless. If she was being followed, why park calmly? If she was forced out of the area, where was the evidence? Her phone provided no answers. It never pinged again after reaching the trailhead. No emergency calls, no outgoing messages. No location updates. It simply went silent. One hiker eventually came forward. He said he remembered seeing a young woman matching Emily's description on the trail that afternoon. She was alone. She smiled politely as they passed each other. Then she continued deeper into the woods. That was the last confirmed sighting of Emily Carter. As months passed, her family refused to give up. They organized searches, printed missing posters, and held vigils near the mountains. Emily's mother spoke to the media, her voice breaking, as she said she knew her daughter would never just disappear. Years went by. Birthdays passed without celebration. Holidays were marked by absence. Emily's room at home was left untouched, her hiking boots still sat by the door. The case slowly went cold. No suspects were ever named. No arrests were made. No remains were discovered. Officially, Emily Carter's disappearance remains unsolved. Investigators privately admit the case still haunts them. Because people don't simply vanish without leaving something behind. Not like this. Emily could have been anyone. A student, a daughter, a sister. Someone who did everything right. One ordinary afternoon hike was enough to erase her from the world. Hidden crimes like this are the most disturbing. Not because of what we know, but because of what we don't. Somewhere in those mountains, the truth still exists, waiting, silent,